Hello, my name is Daniel Norwood. I'm a product manager here at Quest Software, and I want to talk to you today about application lifecycle management in the Oracle environment. Let's begin by taking a look at how Oracle development is typically done today. So in most Oracle environments today, you'll have Visual Source Safe or some other form of version control in place. So as a developer, I can check out a script and then work on that script in my local sandbox environment. Now when I'm finished with the script, I can just check it back into Source Safe and notify the DBA that I'm complete. So as the DBA, I can check out that script and probably a few other scripts along with it, and now I have the process of manually merging all those changes together into a single change script, which I can then push to the database and check back into Source Safe. So let's take a look at some of the pains involved in that process. First of all, we lose the ability to track changes. I'm not as interested in tracking changes to my change scripts. What I want to see is how my objects themselves have evolved over time. Secondly, we have a painful change script process. Both the DBA and the developer have to go through the manual process of building and maintaining those change scripts. Third, not only is it risky, but it's also time-consuming, this process of building these change scripts and maintaining them directly. So let's take a look at how we can do things differently today with Visual Studio 2010 and the Toad extension for Visual Studio. So the first thing you may notice is that instead of Visual Source Safe, we now have Team Foundation Server. And we'll be using Visual Studio 2010 and the Toad extension for Visual Studio. So now, as a developer, I can check out an offline representation of my database schema. And so now, as I work with my sandbox database, I'm going to be building changes directly into this offline representation so that when I check it back into source control, it's a single version of the truth. So now the DBA can check out that model of the schema and compare that against his live environment, and Visual Studio will create the change script for them. So now the DBA can publish those changes to the database and check them back in to Team Foundation Server. So let's take a look at some of the benefits of this scenario. First of all, that change script process is no longer manual. So since it's no longer manual, that means there's less risk involved. Secondly, impact analysis is now automatic. So as a DBA or developer, I no longer have to guess at how the changes are going to impact my database. Visual Studio will tell me. Real change management. So instead of tracking changes to my change scripts, I can now track changes to the individual objects in my database. And fourth, better communication and visibility. As a project manager, I want to be able to see all the changes that are happening and be able to track those in real time. So that means that real application lifecycle management is possible in the Oracle environment. For more information on the Toad extension for Visual Studio, visit toadextensions.com. Thanks for watching.